Hey, what is up, mortals? It is Keyblade Alley here with a new video for you. In this video, we'll dive into the breathing styles from the Demon Slayer anime. I just wanted to greet you guys by saying, just sit back and relax. You're in for a treat. So, let's get started. There are multiple breathing types, but before we get into the actual topic of the types, we should talk about what breathing styles actually are. All breathing styles were derived from the first created style within the Demon Slayer Corporation known as the sun breathing. From what we know, sun breathing was first made by Yoriichi Sugikuni as the first Demon Slayer to use breathing styles and ancestor Tanjiro Kamado. All forms were made by Yoriichi. He would change the breathing techniques to suit the individuals that were being taught. The combat of sun breathing mimics the burning of sunlight on demons and replicates it with the user's swordsmanship and movements. The styles eventually branched out into the styles we see the swordsmen of the Demon Slayer Corporation use: water, flame, wind, thunder, stone, flower, insect, sound, serpent, mist, beast, and moon breathing. Sun breathing is rarely used anymore, almost forgotten by the Demon Slayer Corporation. The Demon Slayer blade shows that people with the blade colored black is rare, and that blade color is in relation to sun breathing. Though the topic of the blades are in another video where we covered the Demon Slayer Corporation and the blades in general, you should check it out. Sun breathing is only still around due to the Kagura dance. Tanjiro's father passed this dance down to him, alongside the Hanafuda earrings. That had been a tradition and rite of passage for the Kamado family to do for generations. Even if Tanjiro didn't know who his ancestor was, he was bound to the Demon Slayers even without knowing. Now that we know where breathing styles came from originally, we'll talk about the forms in breathing styles, starting with the original breathing style first, sun breathing. Sun breathing is first seen in Demon Slayer as the Hinokami Kagura, the dance that Tanjiro's father does in the snow for the fire god, also called the Dance of the Fire God. As stated, it was passed down in the Kamado family, though others can learn if they are taught by the Kamado. The dance is made up of 12 segments, repeated through a certain amount of time. In the anime and manga, we see Tanjiro's father dance all through the night, along with Tanjiro wondering how his father can dance like this even though he is sick. The swordsmanship side is more so a style, with previously unknown 13th form, which is learned from the dance. Tanjiro was uncertain with his breathing technique since he learned water breathing. But during his fight with one of the 12 moons under Muzan, he did one of the first sun breathing styles that we see. Tanjiro uses the Hinokami Kagura and is able to slice through reinforced threads using dance, a single high-powered vertical slash. It's possible that this technique was the progenitor for the flame-breathing third form, fiery spirits. There are more techniques, which include the flash dance. It is a move developed and used by Tanjiro, in which he makes use of similar method like the thunderclap and flash technique of the thunder breathing, allowing him to use an advanced version of the dance by taking in a lot of oxygen. The pumping of blood through the entire body increasing, focusing it on the legs and releasing it all in the assault on the target with a slash. This technique was able to outspeed both Genya Shinazugawa and Nezuko Kamado, as well as the runaway Hantengu, though it is still slower than Zenitsu's thunderclap and flash. Clear blue sky, another move where the swordsman spins their body vertically to create a 360-degree slash. It is likely the predecessor of the water-breathing second form, water wheel. Another is Raging Sun, a move where the swordsman unleashes 2 horizontal slashes to hit or defend from attacks. Fake Rainbow, another type in which the swordsman uses this technique to evade attacks with high-speed twists and rotations, making afterimages. The afterimages work effectively with enemies who have good vision, as they will probably fail to attack the afterimage instead. Another attack we see in the anime, along with the manga, is Fire Wheel. It is a move where the swordsman leaps behind the opponent and spins in the air while releasing a flame attack in a circular motion, like a wheel. It is likely the predecessor of the water-breathing second form, Water Wheel. Burning Bones, Summer Sun, is a defensive technique. The swordsman uses a circular slash that defends from frontal attacks from an enemy. It is possible that this technique is the foundation for the flame-breathing fourth form, Blooming Flame, Undulation, and the wind-breathing fifth form, Cold Mountain Wind. Sunflower Thrust is a single thrust attack using the point of the blade, it being possible for this technique to be the predecessor for the water-breathing seventh form, Piercing Raindrop, and the mist-breathing first form, Low Clouds, Distant Haze. Solar Heat Haze, a movement in which the swordsman charges toward the target, attacking any enemy with haze-covered slashes that seemingly fail to land, but actually do hit the target. This technique is possibly the predecessor of mist breathing itself. Setting Sun Transformation, an attack which the user backflips into the air to deliver a powerful upended flaming sword slash. Beneficent Radiance, an attack where the swordsman spirals into the air and delivers a powerful slash that surrounds the enemy. Dragon Sun Halo Head Dance is possibly the Sun Breathing's most powerful singular attack. The swordsman uses continuous fast and powerful sword attacks that take the form of a flaming dragon and is able to decapitate multiple enemies at once. It is possible that this move is the predecessor of the water-breathing 10th form, Constant Flux. Flame Dance is a 2-combo strike which starts with a vertical slash, then a horizontal one right after. 13th form is the last of the sun-breathing techniques, where the user uses all 12 forms of sun-breathing in a repetitive succession to make the accuracy and agility of his movements better while reducing the fatigue one might feel. This form was created for the purpose of killing Muzan, since the repetition of all 12 forms strives to destroy the Muzan's 12 vital organs that move freely inside his body, thanks to his shape-shifting ability. With all the forms of sun breathing out of the way, we can go on to another breathing style, which shall be water breathing, the first breathing style that we see used by Giyu Tomioka, the current water pillar. Water surface slash, the first form of water breathing, in which the swordsman generates enough momentum to create a powerful single concentrated slash. Water wheel is the second form, in which the swordsman jumps and spins vertically forward in the air, releasing attack in a circular motion towards the opponent. Lateral water wheel is the second form modified variation of water wheel that uses a horizontal spin. Flowing dance is the third form, where the swordsman swings their blade at their opponent in a way that imitates the movement of waves on the surface of water. Striking tide is the fourth form, where the swordsman makes multitudes consecutive slashes while twisting the body in a flowing manner similar to that of a harsh tide. Blessed rain after the drought is the fifth form, also known as sword strike of kindness. This is something that will kill the target with little to no pain, used only or mostly when the enemy surrenders. Whirlpool is the sixth form, in which the swordsman twists their upper and lower body, creating a whirlpool that cuts anything caught in it. It can be used in a place without footing, and if used underwater, can generate a large whirlpool that draws in anything nearby, in addition to cutting them up like a huge blade. Whirlpool flow is a movement mixed with the third form and sixth form. The user combines the footwork of flowing dance and the twisted aspect of a whirlpool to give the result in the swordsman to attack his surroundings, conjuring a twisting, swirling, vicious flow of water to redirect projectiles from multiple angles. Piercing Raindrop is the seventh form, the fastest form in this breathing style, a movement where the swordsman does a fast and accurate stab, capable of reducing the impact of a moving target. Piercing Raindrop Curve, also called Drop Ripple in the English dub, is a modified form of the seventh form. It is a strike that hits in an arc from an angle to minimize the impact of a moving enemy. Waterfall Basin is the eighth form, where the swordsman cuts the target vertically. Splashing Water Flow is the ninth form. It minimizes the landing time and amount of space needed when the user lands, allowing them to move without limits. A perfect technique to us when fighting in a place with no solid foothold. Splashing Water Flow Turbulent is another form of the ninth form. Constant Flux is the 10th form and the most powerful water-breathing technique, where the swordsman does continuous flowing attacks, which start to take the form of a water dragon that increases in strength and power with each rotation. Dead Calm, the 11th and last form, is a powerful defensive technique and the personal creation of the current water Hashira, Giyu Tomioka. He ceases all body movements and enters a state of complete tranquility, deflecting and blocking any incoming attacks with impeccable speed. However, its effectiveness is limited due to fast or multiple attacks that can break through it eventually. The next style we talk about is flower breathing. It only has 5 different techniques, and there were only 2 known users that we know of, Kanao Tsuyuri and her eldest adopted sister, Kane Kocho. This breathing technique was branched from water breathing. This combat style also enhances one's vision at the possible cost of their eyesight. Second form, Honorable Shadow Plume, is a defensive technique that deflects attacks using rotating sword slashes. Fourth form, Crimson Hanagomoro, is an attack with one single sword slash that curves and twists. Fifth form, Peonies of Futility, a move where the attacker uses a graceful flurry of 9 consecutive attacks that flow and weave into the other. Sixth form, Whirling Peach, is a technique used after or during evasion. The user spins around, moving their body weight to attack. Final form, Equinoctial Vermilion Eye, is the last form, where the user focuses on one technique that raises the user's active vision to its max. While using this technique, the user perceives the world as if it were going in slow motion. Using this technique is dangerous, as the tremendous amount of strain on the eyes could cause blood vessels to rupture and lead to partial or complete blindness. This technique is usable even if the user only has one functional eye, but not recommended. After flower breathing, we shall be talking about insect breathing, used by Shinobu Kocho, the insect pillar, in which this breathing technique branched out from flower breathing, that was branched from water, and of course water breathing branched from sun breathing. Big full circle, I know. The breathing style is a personal creation for Shinobu, designed to curate her lack of physical strength. Her blade is specially styled for her breathing style, to inject poison. Butterfly Dance Caprice is a move where Shinobu leaps up and charges towards her opponent and stings them multiple times with her blade to inject her poison. Dance of the Bee Sting. True Flutter is another move where Shinobu dashes at her target at an incredible speed and uses the momentum of her speed in order to strengthen her single thrust into her opponent and inject lethal poison into them. Dance of the Dragonfly, Compound Eye Hexagon, is a 6-strike attack in which Shinobu aims to strike and inject her target with multiple doses of poison at the targeted demon's weak spots in order to kill them with a large dose of poison. Dance of the Centipede, 100-Legged Zigzag, is an attack in which Shinobu uses her full speed to run in a zigzag pattern to confuse her opponent in order to create an opening for her to directly stab the opponent's neck and inject poison in them to kill them, with the stab's force and power being further enhanced by momentum of her speed. It is said that with this attack, Shinobu has destroyed a bridge. We have gone over 4 types of breathing styles. That is sadly all we can fit in one video. We'll be posting the rest as well, so keep a lookout for that video in case you're interested. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, there are a few more things I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials have got you covered. Our We the Celestials My Hero Academia and Naruto What Ifs retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, then I'd like to extend you an invitation to join the team. The only caveat being that we only accept members from 16 years and up to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. Well, that's it from us for today's video, so thank you all for watching and have a great day.